Start?
Yeah, sure. I think Vamshi's audio is not yet connected. Yeah, he's ready now.
Yeah.
Hello. Hi, Vamshi.
Hi, hi.
Hi, my name is Prashant, and I have around 12 plus years of experience in SAP FICO. So, and I'm doing this training sessions for the last 3 years. So, this is
Okay.
about me, and I worked in different areas of SAP finance, controlling, central finance. So, and I worked in both ECC and S4HANA systems, and I worked in couple of implementation and as well as support projects as well. This is about the background uh, on the work profile for me. And coming to my qualification, I am MBA grad and I have my undergraduation in BTech. Yeah. So this is my profile. So Vamshi, can I hear from you? So before we proceed,
Yeah,
to know.
actually, I'm also an MBA graduate.
Okay.
Presently working in Capital IQ as a data analyst.
As a data.
Analyst.
Okay.
Hmm.
And what's your role in your organization?
Yeah, a data analyst only. We process the financial statements actually.
What is the application
Hmm.
that you use?
We have personal applications in order to extract the data and put it in the platforms.
Okay.
Hmm.
So how long have you been doing this?
Yeah, I think it's 5 years.
It's been 5 years. Okay, pretty good
Yes.
experience. And you have a good
Hmm.
command on the accounting part.
Yes.
And how about Mamshi? So why SAP? What do you know about SAP?
Yeah, actually, in the starting, I have worked in Genpact. Uh, There we used to work on SAP only. Hello.
Okay, good.
Okay, but like an end user, we just used to API or AR. We're using a transaction portion. We have to process the data.
Okay, you are just using the end user transaction
Hmm.
code and
Yes,
process the data for the companies. So now
yes,
you wanted to shift to consultant role.
yes, yes.
So which version of the SAP did you work with?
FIM.
I'm
Hello.
saying
Actually, I forgot the exact version.
okay, no problem.
It's been almost 6 years, right?
ECC or S4HANA? I just wanted to know that.
ECC only, ECC, not S4.
Okay, fine. There is not much difference between ECC and S4HANA. Couple of transaction codes and a few processes are done in a different way. So
Okay.
majority, yep. Still there, yeah, there are differences in terms of mostly it is of technical oriented. Anyhow, that we will discuss in our sessions. So let me quickly start demo. Anything else you know about SAP?
Actually, I have taken a 1 month training for the SAP also before the Corona. After that, I kept aside. It's been a long time.
Okay,
Again, I want.
where did you take training from?
It's a private agent, private training institute.
Okay, fine, Vamshi, then fine. So, okay, good. Good. You already have a good command, and you are already having little bit of practical exposure to as an end user. So this will be
Mm.
an add-on to discuss some advanced topics rather than
Yes.
just sticking to basics. Yeah, we can take this course little bit advanced.
Okay.
We'll do that. Okay.
Yes. Sure.
So coming to this, what is the full form of SAP? Any idea? Vamshi, can you hear me? Vamshi, you are on mute.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
is SAP?
The system application and production data processing.
Yeah, cool. So let me just give a background story about this SAP company, how it was born. It was started in the year 1972.
Mm.
Okay, there were four ex-IBM employees. Actually, they were part of the IBM team, and there was a they are working. Their client is Xerox. You know Xerox Corporation, right? All the
Yes.
Xerox
Yes. Yes.
things you see that the Xerox company was. was the client for the for this 5 guys. So what happened was Xerox company was facing trouble in handling the data between each and every department in their organization. They asked IBM to build a software application which can handle all the activities and collect the information. So they spent some time, and after some days they have dropped the idea, whatever the reasons might be. And this idea was dropped by Xerox Corporation and IBM also, as usual. Since there is no one to pay for it, they also dropped taking it forward. Then this 5 employees, they found this is an interesting idea. They came out of IBM and they created an application, and that application is nothing but SAP ERP. Okay, so that is how SAP company was started. And then today we have around 5 lakh customers, and their presence is around in 180 countries. So the scale of SAP software has grown so much. Now you might, and 80% of the companies that where SAP is being used are mid-sized companies. You know what does mid-sized companies mean? There will be hardly around 15 to
Yes, sir.
15 company codes. Okay, whereas if you go, I mean to say their operations will be more like sticking to some 4 to 5 countries, mid-sized companies. If you go to the large size companies, their operations will be more than 15 to 20 companies, more than 15 to 20 countries. Okay, so and 99% of the Fortune 500 companies, they use SAP, and 87% of the global commerce, like whatever shipping and trading that happens across the globe, right? So 87% of the global commerce will happen on SAP. Okay, and I said Fortune 500, right? 99 out of the 100 companies, largest companies in the world are using SAP. So this is about uh, SAP product. Now, out of this, now in the market currently we have two trends. One is SAP ECC and S4HANA. So SAP S4HANA is the trend in the market right now. SAP ECC was a older version. You get me? I just wanted to hear yes or no from your end.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Now, out of this 99 of the 100 companies, 85 companies of them are using SAP S4HANA. So imagine now you have a world of opportunities in SAP if you start learning the SAP course. Okay, this is why I am giving all this introduction, is because you will have a background of opportunities. Maybe you might have already know what are the opportunities available in the market. So currently there are a lot of companies which are in the phase of migration from ECC to S4HANA. That is the reason now we also have a lot of demand as well. And apart from that, many of the mid-sized companies, which are 80% are mid-sized companies, are growing in business. They are also increasing in size, so which will require more number of consultants to work on the systems, right? For development purpose of the application. So you have a lot of opportunities in the future as well. And I will not go in depth. You know what is SAP? SAP is a R3 structure. SAP ECC was R3 architecture. What does R3 tier architecture means? What's your undergraduation?
BCom.
BCom. Maybe you might not be knowing this architecture.
Yes, sir.
So 3-tier architecture is nothing but SAP is all about the SAP is nothing but a software application, right?
Yes.
This is a software application. Normally, what happens? You will any software application will be installed on an operating system, right? And it can be Windows, it can be Linux, it can be Unix, anything. I'll write something which are famous. Okay. Now you have all these operating systems available. Upon it, you will install the SAP. This application is going to be a 3-tier application. So why I'm talking about this technical stuff, you will get to know later. I have applied for functional. What is this now? He is teaching technical, but this is just an overview. Say we are consultants. We are the ones who speak to business. Business will state a requirement, and we are the ones who will be deciding upon whether that can be done in our SAP application or not. Right?
Right.
So we will carry the information to our technical teams. That is the reason we will act as a middleman as well. Apart from the functional business requirement, whatever technical help is required, we will reach out to our technical teams, be it ABAP programming team or a TAM team, technical application management or authorization team. We'll reach out to them sometime. Okay. So now this SAP application is of it is a three-tier application. First, what you will have is presentation layer. The first layer in SAP was presentation layer. Second one is application layer. Third layer is database layer. Now coming to this, Vamshi, here we have presentation layer. What does the presentation layer means is whatever the end user sees on the screen. Okay, whatever screen that end user sees, in some screens the data will be displayed. In some screens, the system will ask for the inputs. In some cases, you need to give a command to the system, right? Agreed? Yes, no?
Yes, yes, yes.
This is nothing but the presentation layer. It is the front face of any software application. Okay. And then in the backend, once the data is drawn, that needs to be processed, right? You will write a logic. Suppose if date is greater than so and so, perform the book an appointment or something like that. I'm taking a small application. Okay. Every application will have the logics written at this application layer. Okay. Whatever activity you want to perform, the system logic will be written here. And then after, this application needs to be connected to a database because you are capturing the data from front end and storing it in the back end, right? You need to
Yes.
store it. You need to store it in the databases. So to store it in the databases, you need to write some query languages, programming query languages like SQL, Microsoft SQL, SQL query, Oracle, like that. You have different. This database layer will have the code for queries. I'll simply write DB queries. Okay. So this is part of SAP ECC application. Okay. SAP ECC application. That is the reason this is named after R3. There are only 3 layers. And if you want to store all the data, whatever is recorded in your SAP software, it will get stored in external database, be it MS SQL or Sybase or Oracle. So what's happening? Whoever is the customer for SAP, by default, they are also buying another database, right?
Yes.
You got me? Now
Yes. Yes.
what happened was, now in the latest version of SAP, what they have done is, now whoever owns the data is now the king. You know that, right?
Yes.
The date nowadays, no company wants to just give away the data to some third person, and they are very much concerned because with the data they can perform more and more operations. And data is now the oil for anything. You know the famous statements made by many of the big guys to garner that, because nowadays the applications are built on data. Earlier, if you have a normal application, so you can see, I'll pick up an example of Amazon. You know Amazon, if you keep searching for one product, and it will keep on suggesting you different varieties of other products in the same area, right? If suppose you
Yes.
are interested in gardening, if you search for some sprinklers or something related to gardening equipment, all the related gardening equipment, sprayers and all, you will keep on getting auto suggestions. If someone else is interested in, if he is interested as in if he is a sports enthusiast, okay, and whatever, if he keeps on searching for sport wear and all gear, all the sports related things will be there on his screen. One common thing that will be always there on be it Amazon or Flipkart is whoever uses electronic gadgets. Everyone uses electronic gadgets, mobiles or something handy with everyone, right?
Yes.
Such products are displayed on the home screens, right? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
So
Am I audible?
yeah, you are audible. Now
Mm.
every application has become data sensitive. And in order to accommodate that data sensitive related features, SAP has adopted a new database and they have shifted from this SAP ECC version to SAP S4HANA. This is 4 level. Earlier, along with the 3 layers, now they have their own DB. The DB name is HANA. Okay. HANA is the database from SAP. In older version of SAP ECC, you can use any other company database. But in S4 HANA, you should only use HANA database. You are getting me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now,
Mm.
what is this HANA? HANA, what does this HANA means? HANA stands for highly analytical sorry. This is high performance analytic appliance. So whoever is using S4 HANA, mandatory the database is a package of it. So that is the reason it is named like SAP S4 HANA. Now you understood why I was explaining the architecture.
Yes.
Okay, along with this all 3 layers, the 4th layer of HANA database was provided by SAP, which is made mandatory. And again, in the market, what they have done is SAP is saying that they are going to stop support by the year 2027 to ECC. Earlier, they stated it as 2025. And now, since SAP is going to stop support, every company is scared and they are migrating it from SAP ECC to S4HANA. Okay. Due to this COVID, they have extended 2 more years. Okay. It is extended to 2027. Okay. So the last year for SAP support is by the year 2027, SAP will stop the support. And after that, everyone has to use HANA. Now, why SAP is moving from this SAP ECC to S4 HANA? Since you know all the basics, I am not going much about the basics which you already know. I will cover something extra. Nowadays, every company is very much interested in data intensive applications, right?
Mm.
They want to make decisions very fast. To accommodate that, what SAP has done is they have created something called as SAP BTP. It is nothing but business technology platform. And now ERP is one of the main rich source of data of the organization. All the resource, it is nothing but it will have data from all the resources in the organization. So SAP ERP is one such application in your organization. Apart from this, your organization will also use so many other applications. It will use so many other applications, right?
Yes, yes.
For
Yes, yes.
different purposes, be it for e-commerce or something, there will be thousands of applications each organization will be using. And you need to collect all the data into one single platform. And there are different other products of SAP like SAP Lumira. I don't want to confuse you. This is for analytics and all. So that is the reason S4 HANA is designed in such a way it can cater and garner the data from all of this, and you can perform so many other applications, other features you can add to your company like artificial intelligence feature and ML. That is the reason S4 HANA was playing a key role. This is very fast. Uh, the data is very fast in SAP S4 HANA. You can retrieve it at very high pace. That is because you have a very high RAM space required. For example, if it was in ECC, if it is in SAP ECC, you require only 2 GB minimum RAM. System specifications: 2 GB RAM and somewhere around 250 GB hard disk, HDD, hard disk drive. But in SAP S4HANA, you need minimum of 250 GB RAM. Okay, minimum 250 GB RAM and minimum of 1 TB HDD. When you have such high amount of memories, what happens? Obviously, earlier in SAP ECC, normal what is a process in a system? In any computer, what do? Usually, you save all your. I'll pick up a general example. Usually, you will save everything in your hard disk drive, right? Be it movie or something. Okay. So all this is processed. Suppose if you are accessing the data from your front end applications like VLC media player or something, so what happens? Your data is pulled by the RAM. If your RAM is 2 GB, the RAM will collect the data from. If movie file size is less than 2 GB, well and good, it can process faster. If suppose by mistake, if your movie size is somewhere around 4 GB, will your laptop struggle to play the data or not?
Yes.
Because you don't have enough cache. That is the reason it will get stuck, right? And suppose if you replace this 2 GB by somewhere around 4 GB RAM, now it will be faster.
Yes.
Am I right or not?
Yes.
Suppose if you replace this by 250 GB RAM, now imagine what will be the speed of the system.
Yes. Super fast.
Super fast, right? That
Mm.
is what the thing happened with HANA. Now what's happening is, whatever data is stored in your HDD, by default a copy is already stored in the cache memory for processing the data. So when you have that cache memory available in S4 HANA, we have additional features like, suppose S4 HANA is like a cake. SAP S4 HANA, it is, let us imagine that SAP S4 HANA is a cake, and there is one more application built on top of it. That application is nothing but, the name of it is SAP Fiori. So this Fiori is like a cream on cake. Whatever the cake is there, that is the core. The SAP Fiori application is the way how you represent the data of SAP S4HANA. So using SAP Fiori, you can provide real-time analytics. Like how you can see the data in the stock market applications. You have the real-time data, right? You can see bar graphs, and you can also put reminders. There are so many other features of SAP Fiori. In our course, we are not learning about SAP Fiori, so we are sticking to SAP S4HANA, but we might use sometimes SAP Fiori. Now what is this Fiori? How it looks like is, this Windows operating system, right? Windows 10. What is the difference between Windows 10 and Windows 7?
User interface.
The user interface has additional button. When you click on Windows button, everything is seen as apps.
Ah,
But in Windows 7, you don't have that, right?
yes.
Similarly, in SAP also, the Fiori is nothing but, SAP Fiori is nothing but, it will have all the list of applications, apps created in the system. Okay. The SAP Fiori is nothing but list of apps. Now a material management guy will have all the related transactions on his screen, whereas in your SAP ECC, you are already aware. SAP ECC, if you want to open some material master, what you will do? 03. If you want to post any accounting document, you'll type FB50, or you will traverse through the path of SAP Easy Access, right?
Yes.
But you don't have to do all of that in when you have SAP Fiori. Directly based on your SAP user ID, whatever user you are, be it a super user or a technical user or a functional user, or depending upon your role of the organization, you'll be assigned with the specific list of applications on your name. That applications will be on your home screen. So directly you can click it and access it. Earlier you have to go through the paths, or else you have to remember the transaction codes. Okay, that is one additional feature offered in SAP S4HANA. Okay. Yeah, and coming to different modules in SAP, you know what are the different modules in SAP, Vamshi?
We have FICO, MM, Salesforce. We have different modules.
Salesforce is different. That is altogether a different application. Okay, FICO, FSCM, MM, quality management, sales and distribution, project systems, logistics execution, production planning, plant maintenance, PM, HR, project
Yes.
system. Don't get confused with the SAP success factors and HR. SAP success factors is again a different application which is also related to HR. There are so many other products like how Facebook bought WhatsApp. SAP also bought so many other good applications in the market and just added the SAP name in front of them, like SAP success factors, SAP Lumira, SAP Ariba, SAP Concur. These are all applications of third-party companies which SAP bought them. Okay. So don't get confused. There is SAP HR module and as well as there is SAP success factors also. And project systems like that, you have around 25 modules in SAP. Okay. So, and any questions till now?
No.
It's well and good, right?
Yes.
Clear? So this is
Clear.
my style of teaching, Vamshi, and I'll be parallelly, I'll keep teaching theory, and I will keep doing the training, this practical configuration parallelly. And so for more details, you can reach out to Manish. Okay, I'm a trainer. For other details, you can talk to Manish, and I'll be teaching the training which will cater up to some 4 to 5 years of experience for beginner course. If you want intermediate course, I can also teach that. It will cater up to somewhere around 8 to 9 years of experience. So it's up to you. You can speak to Manish, and first uh, I would recommend you have to go with beginner, since you know only end user transactions. You need to know how you can configure the system. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I will be giving case study, and you can also come up with the case study. Suppose if you want to perform some example of your own, that also well and good, I will welcome it. And for that particular company also, you can create the configuration in the system. But in the session, I will be uh, teaching it based on a case to case basis. Okay. Yeah, fine, Vamshi. That's all. That's the demo from my end, and I hope my explanation is okay for you. And you can say yes or no to Manish.
Okay.
If you don't have any questions, then we can drop off, and we'll see you.
Okay, sure.
Sure. Nice meeting you, Vamshi. Have a nice
Nice.
day.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye. Yeah. Manish. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, Manish. I'm done, Manish. Maybe you can continue. Take it forward.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.